Tuesdays divided, clock hits 8. No filters here, just talk that straight. Laugh so loud, they can shake the gate. Facebook fam always pulling their weight. We hit live, roll out the streets, we roam. Truth in the mic, we don't play clone. Real ones know this is where it's grown. No bravado, just a real top zone. No bravado, that's the code. We go live and we unload. Real talk flows, never slow. Facebook crew, that's the road. No bravado, no disguise. Tuesday nights, we energize. Truth and laughter, we baptize. Tuning fam, we're on the rise.
Oh Lord, what a thing. Good evening, No Bravado. We made it. Hey, Shasha.
Hey, what's happening? Listen, this is my best friend. Every day.
Hello. I'm struggling to figure out how I'm half hour late and you lot are still later than me. I'm confused. But anyway,
we were saying reach plugin. I said don't start with me. I had to reset the computer and start again.
Why did my whole mouse just dead? The whole right. This is it. I'm joining the Mac crew. I'm finished with PCs. They're fucking full of shit. Sorry, I can't. They're bollocks. Yeah.
But I told you for how long?
You told me, but because I'm just a loyal character, I know how to work PCs, so you stick with what you know. I'm here working away, setting up the show, then all of a sudden, the mouse just decides that it just wants to disappear.
Why not?
Just disappear. It's just not working. Just so. I'm sitting there, a phone call. Cole was like, restart the computer. I was like, I did that before I called you. Like, okay, I'm so annoyed. But anyway, we are here.
Sorry, just to give you a joke about an IT. This always made me laugh. This IT guy goes, listen, guy, people are stupid when it comes to EP. You tell them to restart. I said, oh, people ain't that stupid. This computer's not working. It's not working. He goes, let me tell you something. True story. I was like, go ahead. A woman phoned me up one day in the IT team and said, oh, I've got a problem. And she's like, what problem? She goes, my mouse. Sorry, the cursor is in the middle of the page, but my mouse is at the bottom of the page. So I don't know how I want to get to the bottom of the page with the cursor. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, the thing's at the bottom of the mouse mat. And he goes, pick it up, put it in the middle, and So like the woman got the bottom of the mouse mat and stopped. I thought she could lift it up. And then people are stupid. So restart. So Carl did the right thing. Restart.
I would have restarted. I did that before, and the stupid mouse, it's got these two buttons at the side that I have to just avoid because, as you notice, it just kicked me out. So, but I restarted the computer before calling. That's the obvious thing to do, isn't it? You do that before. So anyway, ciao. Okay.
Why are we echoing so much?
Do you know what it is? It's because the audio's in there. Thank you, Bradley. He's saying echo, echo, echo. The dude in the red is echoing. Talk now, girl.
Hello, one, two.
Yeah.
I think it's finished now. I think I know what it is.
Gary.
No, it's all right now. So yeah, we got lots to talk about. It feels like I haven't seen you lot forever. Goofy, I think I've spotted the problem. Hi, says C Charlton 2291. I think I've spotted the problem. Me too. It's British. What does that mean? Echo, echo, echo. I think we've sorted that out now. The echo should be gone now, right, Bradley? Great.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. He said you called me Bradley. It's a Brady in capitals. Sorry.
Get it right.
Sorry. Oh, dear. So, did anyone catch the Golden Globes? Tiana Taylor won. Did you
I don't
guys
like
see
her.
that? Huh?
I don't like her.
Why?
Still echoing.
I've got
Are
no
you
idea
still-
why. Let me come out and come back in.
Okay.
When Gary goes, I'm
So
gonna.
are you that?
Yeah.
Oh, so am I.
Everybody's echoing. I can't hear nothing.
You're not echoing.
You're fine.
The other lady is echoing now as well. Really? What the hell?
Why not?
Yeah, our first show back is gonna just echo and do stupid shit. Oh my god! All right, Natalie's just gone, peaced out. Speak, say something, Charlene.
Hello?
Is she echoing now? Brady?
Am I echoing people?
Oh,
Okay.
someone said we're a whole group of monkeys. That's nice. Happy New Year to you as well. I mean, really. Do you know what? I've decided this year I'm going to just leave people in their filth. You know, the keyboard triggerers, you know, the keyboard warriors that come online and just say stupid shit because you know you can't,
Get to them.
yeah, you can't. What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. So you're going to come on here and call people monkeys and be racist. Because no one can do nothing to you. So just stay in your own miserable world where you're probably just jacking off. And that's all you do. Tell it to your mama. That's what we'll say. Let the hateful people live in it. Exactly that. You know what I mean? Who you calling a monkey though? Cheeky sod. Anyway, so I was saying, did you catch any of the you would do
I caught
nothing
bits
except
of it.
steal my bike? Have you even got a bike, you trailer trash? Oh, I can't. You just live in one trailer with a willy in your hand. That's all you do. Sit there jacking off and trolling people on YouTube. Who does that? If you had a life, you wouldn't be here doing that. No bike, no life, no house, just a trailer. And a packet of stolen crisps, probably. Hey, I live in a trailer. Probably not the same as this racist piece of shit, though. I thought it was a crime for black people to be gay. Oh, get a life. What is this? Oh, anyway, Shah.
Yes,
So-
my darling.
I'm going to ignore from now on anyway. So we were saying,
The Tiana, the awards.
yeah, Tiana Taylor, she won a Golden Globe for supporting actress. And really pleased for her. So
Yes.
let's go over the looks. Let's wait and see if them lot come back, what happens. But let's go over the looks. Can you see?
Yeah.
All right. So, did you catch any of the looks?
I didn't. Well, I saw bits of it, but I haven't seen all of it.
All right. So this is not my idea of best dressed or anything like that. It is something that was the media kind of put together, who they said was best dressed and who they said wasn't. So, so Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
What do you think?
She's like an old person. But she gave her that. And her hair's
She
not
had
done.
glasses on. It was a whole kind of like movement.
She looks like she's
Still
trying
in-
to
still
just
in
see if it will
echo,
suit
I
her.
I don't know why it's echoing, Brady. Nat, say something. Is it still echoing?
When I came
you're
in, I
in.
could hear Charlene echoing, and yeah, I'm echoing.
We've got one racist troll in the group. I'm gonna just.
Oh, who is it?
His name's Malachi. It's on YouTube. You get a lot of trolls on YouTube, so this one's being racist. He called us a bunch of monkeys, but I don't want him to have no ear. I just want him to sit there and just be sad in his life with his willy in his hand, because that's all he's doing. So anyway, we're going through the styles. Miley Cyrus, what are we thinking of her outfit, Nat?
It's all right. Nothing to write home about. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
You don't like it, Shasha?
Nothing about it at all. Her hair's not done. The dress does not do nothing for her at all. She's a young girl-ish.
Right.
We're seeing her dressed like that. That's more, to me, that's more for a mature person.
Okay.
Somebody with a bit of body as well. That's too...
Right.
What do you think?
I wasn't a fan, but I liked her vibe when she arrived on the red carpet, because she had like glasses and a whole little bad girl vibe carrying on. So I liked the energy. I wasn't really a fan of the dress.
Yeah.
Queen Latifah. Who was she wearing? Queen Latifah was wearing Minanur Guave Gupta, full 25.
I mean, again, you can't hate it. It's nothing bad. It's nothing to sing home about. And I think she's just pretty.
Yeah.
And she just looks nice, whatever.
It's not saying glam, put it that way for me.
You don't think? No, I thought she looked. I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. I loved it. Covering up the fupa cleverly. You know what I mean? Golden Globe winner Tiana Taylor in Schiaparelli.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And it had like a little peekaboo back.
Yeah, like it's not doing too much, but it's doing more than enough. Brilliant.
All right. Who's it? Selena
That's nice.
Gomez. She's wearing Chanel.
It's alright. You know what I mean? Like it's I suppose for the giving Wallace. A lot of them.
Not Wallace.
Do you know what I mean? It's like really auntie-ish, a bit boring.
And I think people wear, because it's Chanel, they're like, Chanel can do no wrong, but yeah.
One thing
This
I'll give
guy's
to
still
everyone.
doing his racist trolling in the comments. Watch him. I've got to find a way. I'm going to block him. He's calling us a bunch of monkeys. He said we're going to steal his bike. And he's just going on. He's still here going on.
His monkey bite. I'll only steal
I just like...
I'll only steal it if his mum's on it.
That's what I said. Talk to your mama. Tell it to your mama.
Right.
This is... I don't know who this woman is.
Ortega.
Yeah.
Who is she? What's she do? She looks like a zombie.
The actress. Yeah. She plays Wednesday Adams.
Oh, okay. So she's still in character.
She's like that all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's wearing a Minano. I'm not going to even embarrass myself and try to pronounce it. Diliara Findico Gelo, but I don't like it.
No.
Do you not like it? Do you not like it?
It's horrible.
I don't like anything she wears, to be fair. If I'm going to be 100% honest.
The only time she looks nice is when she's in that show.
Julia Roberts. Sorry, what show?
Wednesday. She wears black and done.
Yeah, she was black. She's just gone. Julia Roberts looked like...
It's Trisha that's making us echo. You know, it's Trisha making us echo, innit?
Oh,
I'll just let you know.
Oh,
That.
yeah.
This is so
It's
annoying.
Oh, and apart from Trisha.
It's Trisha. So, Trisha, you making us echo? You know.
It's me. Oh,
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
when
it
you
is.
were
when
there,
I come out, there's no echo.
no
Yeah.
echo. Yeah.
And by the way, Julia Roberts looks like she got that from Next.
Not next.
That's giving Next. You know, I'm picking all the things that my mum puts. All the stuff that looks like very Mormonish.
Is it still echoing now?
Not for, or you're not echoing, but you were echoing.
Where echoing?
Yeah.
I don't know then.
Ooh.
Click mute, Trisha. Hello.
Talk now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. Shoot, yeah.
I'm just glad it's not me today. It's
Right.
Trish, no, Trish. When we're talking, you need to push mute.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'll have to do the slideshow, and you lot host the show, and I'll just come in and out because we don't know.
No, you can
that's
talk.
fair.
Yeah, talk. And
I
then
can't hear anything now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. I was saying I'll do the slideshow, and you lot do the commentary, and I'll mute myself. Yeah.
Not the whole
No,
way.
no.
Only
When
someone's
we're
talking.
talking, you just mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, this is awful.
By the way,
All right, so Julia Roberts, we think looks like she's got that from Next.
Yeah.
she needs to put weight on. Most of these people need to put weight on.
You can't say that, Gary.
Of course I can.
You
I said it.
can't say.
When I saw what's her name again? The two wicked girls. I'm like, what's going on?
No, I don't even
Oh.
think that's the weight thing. Even their skin looks grey. They don't look well. They
Weird.
just don't
I think what
look
they're
well.
eating.
I don't know. Something off. They don't look well.
Off.
No.
Worst dressed, okay.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Who's that?
Oh.
I like that. That's a best dress.
No,
I thought so, but she come up on a lot of worst dressed list, and I was like, how? I thought she looked nice.
I think she
No,
looks-
the bottom's dead.
He does look a bit like a Twix.
No, but out of all of them, that is the dress. It's giving. It's Jennifer Lopez, and for me, out of all the dresses I've seen her wear, that's the best dress. It's classy for her. It's not
I
too
think
much. It's just
the bottom's horrible. It's ridiculous. It's like an upside. Like an upside. Even an umbrella was popped open.
it's not something I would wear. I mean, the bottom looks like it's too tight a bit, but out of everyone else's outfits,
Nah. That green
That's
dress
the
she
best
wore,
one.
wicked.
Yeah, I
That green
bet.
dress she wore. Now, just Jennifer looks better than that most of the time. Jennifer definitely does look better than that most of the time. From what
I think that's the best one I've seen there.
today.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
Tiana Taylor's one's nicer than that.
Dress though, Gary. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like.
I know, but Tiana Taylor's one looked nicer than that.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor's one was nice, and
Nice.
that was it.
What's her name? Queen Latifah looked like she just put on a curtain and wrapped it like she did for a toga party.
It's not a toga party.
Like she got a toga party.
I can't. I thought she looked beautiful.
She's got a pretty face, but she looks like she got into a toga party.
All right. Is it still echoing now? I'm here still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord.
They must say deal with it.
Oh, I can't stand this guy.
You don't like Leonardo DiCaprio?
with his
Can't
25-year-old
stand him.
girlfriends.
Yeah, I can't stand him with a passion. Really. He's
Okay,
a
but
great
what about
actor.
the outfit?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Tom Ford, right? Oh no,
No,
Dior.
Dior.
It's Dior.
It's all right.
I really love him as an actor, but he just anything outside of acting, he looks like he's got no personality at all.
Right, that part.
With his, he just made me laugh when he said he doesn't date anyone under the age of 20, over the age of 25. I was like,
Well, did
Yeah.
you see the Golden Globe speech? They said he's the longest running actor, one comedian who did this, that, and he wants to achieve, and he's so happy to achieve that before his girlfriend's 30th birthday. And even he laughed. He had to. She ate him up.
the best one was with what's them again? George Clooney's one. That was the best one.
What was that one?
The one where he was at some award ceremony,
Mm.
and then they were talking about his wife, how she's a UN ambassador. She's got this degree, that thing. She's saved these people's lives. She's done this. She's a human rights lawyer. This, that, and the other. And George Clooney's here for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Even he must stuff like the woman's amazing. She's done everything, and it's like Aman and George Clooney is here for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Done it. Even he was busting up. Like,
That's too funny.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, not Carter coming over behind me going, like he gets the joke.
Who else is there?
but I mean, but guys, it's really. I think guys can't really be in worse dress thing, because if you put a black suit on, what's there to be worse dressed about?
No, they can have like a nice tux.
No, if you got a black tux in, it's a black tux. What? You can't be badly dressed.
You can.
You can't, not in a black tux. You can't be. Show me one person in a black tux is badly dressed.
Hold on.
I've not
Impossible.
seen one yet.
I've never seen a guy in a black tux that's badly dressed. Never. It's black trousers, a black jacket, and a bow tie. Like, you can't go wrong.
I guess you're right. Also, but I think worse dresses is a bit much, but I think I would more say then they can't carry off that well, because not everybody, you're just dressed in a suit. It's just your vibe with the suit.
Yeah, a suit. Suit's a suit.
Yeah.
It's a suit. That's terrible.
Oh God. That is definitely the worst.
Don't fit.
Come like a 90.
That is
No.
bottom, bruv.
No.
I'm having a nightmare, as you lot can see, yeah? So just keep rolling as you have done, like professionals. Bloody hell. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. She's got no, it's a 90. Couldn't be bothered. I'm here.
Do you know what? There's that whole thing about people not no new clothes for 2026, where people are not buying new clothes for the saying they've got too much clothes. I'm not buying. Oh, that's even worse. That's how Billie Eilish. I thought it was Billie Eilish for a second, but you know what? See, with Vivienne Westwood, you got to be a certain person to carry off a Vivienne Westwood outfit, regardless.
Yeah, I agree.
This is not one of them.
And she's not one of them.
This is horrible. Oh, that's really bad. That's how I imagine I would look in something like that. That's why I wouldn't wear something like that.
I mean, you know what they're trying to do in it. You know the kind of flavor they're trying to give it. They're trying to give it that Elizabethan kind of wide hip thing.
Yeah, that was it.
It's not working.
It's not. Oh my God. The colour alone is pissing me off.
Right.
My girl should look like she's in a Quality Street.
It's stressful. That
She's in a
outfit
Quality Street advert. In a Quality Street advert.
does look like a
Quality
Quality Street.
Quality Street advert. Yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
purple ones.
horrible. And even if I've got a stylist, I have the right to say no, blood.
No, right.
I have 2 eyes and a mirror. Yeah. I can always be like, no, what was you thinking? This looks like something you used to dress your little Barbie or something. You know them little dead clothes that you would get for the Barbies and stick. This is horrid. There's
The
nothing
colour alone is disgusting.
You're overstimulated looking at that. This isn't bad. There's nothing you can say about this because this looks like another Next number.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Next and Wallace. They went Galleon's Reach, blood, for this.
Could pass with the Sheen outfit.
Oh man, I'm busting up, and you lot can't even hear. I can't say nothing because I'm making the flipping thing echo. It's just been a freaking nightmare.
Wait a minute.
No, still there.
Still there.
So
I'm gonna
what?
mute. I will just dip in and out. But obviously, I would have said their names and what they were wearing and stuff like that. But if I'm echoing, I'm gonna not be able to say much. So I'm gonna mute again. And go on to the next topic.
You don't echo when you're talking, you know. It's only when we talk. There's nothing stopping you from talking. Just when we talk, just mute yourself when we're talking.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't echo when you talk.
Okay. So who was your favourite?
Tiana
Go on,
Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay, across the board.
Yeah.
Sure? Across
Yeah,
the board,
same.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So Natalie, you posted a post. Let me find it. I couldn't go through all of the comments because it went viral and it was just way too much. But what made you post it? It was about children going over to other children's houses for play dates and parents not feeding. Has anyone experienced that? I experienced that as a child, but I'll tell you that afterwards. So talk about it whilst I find the post, please.
Yeah.
I had a childminder, and as much as I didn't really experience that, but I experienced it in other ways, just not with food.
I got it with food. My mum used I got to pick my mum up all the time and stuff. But when I was younger, she used to work. So she used to work in a school 9 to 5. Come home, black women come home at about 5:30. Get home, give me food, and then she used to go and do a night job. She was a nurse. She was a nurse at the time, and do 3 or 4 nights a week in a hospital. So she'd do like a whole 9 to 5, come home for like 2 hours, and go to hospital in the evening. That's why I got beat so much, because she was always tired. And I was getting on her nerves all the time. But she sent me to this guy around the corner's mum's house, because it was night duty. She said, "Oh, go on, you can go and stay there." So I stayed there, and she gave them money for food, for my cereal and stuff for the morning. And they used to buy the African cereal food and make it. I didn't like it. Mum would send it for the Kellogg's or the Sugar Puffs and stuff, and then I would go every morning, no food.
Wow.
And she paid for it. Huh?
No, those is fighting words.
Yeah, so do that after the time, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw it and I thought, that is so disgusting. If I didn't have the money if I'm going through a dry spell, I'm not having no one over, let alone someone's kid. I'm not doing it to myself.
Right.
I'm not doing it. I'd rather just not. If I know I physically can't do it, I'm not doing it. But what I'm going to do, is be break dancing with food in our mouth in front of another picnic. out of order. I think
I
it's
just don't
so
know how another
out of
another parent can do that. You got someone else's child in your home, and everyone else is eating apart from that child.
That was
As-
did they eat? I can't remember what was the post. I can't remember the actual post.
Oh,
I remember thinking about it. I remember thinking one of the people made a comment about if I offer the people food and they don't take it, that's your business. Eat what's on the plate.
yeah.
That made me laugh.
Okay, so that I think she removed that comment because she got a little bit of backlash. I was busting up, but this is basically what it says. When your child has a friend over, don't you assume it's your responsibility to feed that child? My daughter was told if she wanted KFC with the rest of the family, she needed to pay for her own. WTF. So this got like 500 comments. It was like a 500,000 post reach, over 1,000 reactions. So the overall kind of consensus was that you should feed kids if they come over. Someone responded and said, I had this with my daughter. She went to her friends and came home, and the first thing she said was that she was hungry. I just thought they hadn't had dinner that early. No bother, took her to McDonald's, and as she was stuffing her face, she said that she was so hungry watching them all eat, and they even made her sit at the table with no food. Blood.
Listen.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Never. Just never.
Oh, CL Charlton 2291 says, my brother was at a relative's and saw the relative hiding in her room with her 2 kids eating a Chinese. Like, oh God.
You know why there's no excuse? Because it's not even like KFC where it's chicken legs. Chinese, you could have made that spread, blood. You could have put a little bit of rice fried and a little bit of chicken chow mein or what. You could have done something.
That's just cruel. That is just so cruel.
Chinese
Good evening, Desmond. Oh, what? C.O. Charlton, what did your mum say? They're saying his brother was at relative. I'm saying, what did the mum say when she found out? That's just going in your room to hide food, eat food with your own 2 kids. Like, that's no conscience, man.
But it depends on how bad man the other parent is, isn't it?
Like Natalie says, Chinese is easy food to spread. Little bit of that, little bit of this. Everybody gets something.
I will not eat before the person's child in my house don't eat, you know. They'll eat mine.
Right.
You're going crazy. I'm never sending a child from my house not eating, and we're there with our foot cock up at the table. Like,
yummy food.
In the bedroom, eating with the Chinese. The special fried rice, egg fried rice.
Imagine it's so dirty and feisty and rude and out of order.
The funny thing about it is, I love to say, with the Chinese, you're right, because if the person didn't have enough Chinese, or you go into the kitchen, you cook some rice, you fling a bit of egg in it, mix it up, and have some extra egg fried rice and split that.
Right.
What are we doing?
Shall I read out a comment?
I'm gonna say something quickly, so you guys don't echo. But hang on, let me go back. So Melissa said, I always feed people in my home and check if there's any allergies or religious needs. It's weird to not offer, but please know my child would only eat at people's house that is clean and have good hygiene. Holy GF, what does that mean? Holy GF?
No idea.
That's even worse than OP. How does that even work? Has the kid got to do a food hygiene test or something? How would he then communicate this to the family? This kind of shit scenario to put your kid into, may as well keep them in a bubble. Yo, they went in on this post. Um, simply asks if they have any allergies. Common sense isn't for everyone. Also, you talk to the parents, and my children know whose house is clean enough to eat, and not everyone in the house you eat, not everyone's house you eat in, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Interesting. How does a conversation go with the parents? Can I have an example? And what do you have your child look for when it comes to hygiene? But why did this person get so offended is what I wanted to know. Let me mute myself and you lot give me your thoughts.
Yeah, if that's me, I'm not having anybody, a child especially, at my house, and I know I can't afford to put food in their mouth. And yes, I would ask the parents if they have allergies. Yes, because you might give a child milk that they don't drink or food that they're allergic to. What you're going to do? Oh, have they got an EpiPen? No, find out if they're allergic to things first. But if you can't afford to feed them, let them stay at home.
Yeah, I'm not having no one around my house if I can't feed them.
But you know the hygiene thing is quite funny because another quick story. Lorraine was at one when we talk about eating, because everyone knows I don't eat transported food. So if it's like move from one place to another place, I just don't want to eat it. From unless I buy it myself from a shop and then eat it, it's cool. But if it gets like the delivery and all that stuff, and she was telling me one day that she was at a school. The school had an event, and that the parents bought food and cakes and stuff for people to eat and that. So at the end of the day, there's a woman that she said, "Oh, Gary, her cakes are amazing. Like literally, I love them." And then me and her were tidying up after the event, and she washed up all the dishes, washed the dishes up. Then she got the rag that she washed the dishes off and wiped down the dustbin with it.
Sorry?
She got the rag that she washed the dishes and wiped off the dustbin with it.
No.
And then so she was like to her, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I'll just wash it out again." And I said, "You see?" You see? And then a bunch of cakes.
Disgusting.
Can I say, I put in there, because this happened to me as a child, and I remember it at 50. It's really weird what you remember. And when you go through the comments, there was quite a few people that this happened to as a child, and they still remember.
That's the thing.
They still remember their experience, right? So I spoke about my experience, and I said that I was trained as a child to not eat from people anyway. So someone come and said to me, "Why was you trained as a child not to eat?" And I was like, it's common for us. Like Gary came to my house and only had ice cubes the other day. So
the people love lies. Don't lie, people.
As a grown man, Gary still don't eat at nobody's house. It's just the way that that we're kind of trained. But what I should have said is, to this day, there are still some people who do not wash their chicken.
Yeah.
To this day. So, blood. Yeah. Hang on. There's some comments in the group. Desmond says, "Greetings, my lovely people. At Gary, loving the top, bro.
Retro.
My brother, that was okay. Craven, if you're not gonna share, then we all go without until they've left." Yeah. That's my mum's response. Never go again. Says don't go back to the yard. The same relative, and this is usually the way. This is the problem. The same relative loves to walk and beg food, and is the first in line for food at a funeral. It's always.
Always.
Oh dear. But this comment, Franco Harriet said, "Bruck parents shouldn't have other people's picnic in a them yard." And my niece said, "I don't believe it's about being broke. It's more the ignorant mentality of some. I wouldn't let my child on a play date because the parents because the parents broke. If they couldn't afford it, I'd send some food with them for all of them to eat. I just expect them to communicate that beforehand. Anyone can fall on hard times, so I wouldn't judge anyone who can't afford to live, and I'd rather never teach my girls that they can't be friends with someone less fortunate than them. The crisis in the country is there is plenty of people who unfortunately cannot afford to eat, but this post is more about the ignorance of a parent, not about them being able to afford it. But I still think if you can't afford, no play dates, blood, let them stay home.
Yeah, cool. I was like, for the rest of my life, I don't get no friends over my house, please.
Not for the rest of your life.
What? I can't afford it.
Yeah, but the general, like, there's loads and loads of comments. I'm looking for one in particular where someone said, this must be a white person's house, and then they went crazy, but I can't find it.
Oh my God.
He was white. He was just being facetious.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't find it. But yeah, the general consensus is you don't invite kids over to the house and then you don't feed them. But there was a lot of people in this that said they experienced it or their child experienced it. And that was quite shocking.
So wrong. It's so wrong.
Really shocking.
But I think that used to happen all the time, though. A lot of time I've been to people's houses. See, it's a bit hard, actually. I can't say that. Because I don't eat at people's house. I don't know if I just didn't eat.
Yeah.
You don't eat all now. In your big 50s, you just don't eat at people's yard.
And you did eat ice cream.
Not even juice, blood. He just took ice cubes and that was it.
Ice cream and water.
Yeah, listen.
With your MacBook on your lap.
Desmond said, with my son this couldn't happen as he has a nut allergy, so he went to a birthday party with a packed lunch as a result, so hygiene and allergies matter. It does.
Yeah,
it does. But I'm not going to go through all of the comments. It just surprises me what goes viral in our group. And food and people ain't shit seems to go viral all the time. Do you know what I mean?
I was so disgusted when I saw it. I had to share it, and it just happened to be my day of posting. I was like, "That's going in there right now."
Right.
I knew they weren't going to have none of that. I knew our group was not going to have none of that.
My gosh. No, but you don't do that. And like I said, this happened to me as a child, and I still remember it. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
You just don't do things like that to kids. You don't. But as Cece Charlton said in the thing, it's always the ones that are quick to want to eat off your food that are funny with food like that. It's really weird. But let me do our Monday morals scenario.
No one moves, bro.
Hang on a minute.
Go away.
All right. So, you've been dating a man for over a year. You met his family several times. Everything feels normal. Chime in the group chat, people. I really want to hear what you guys have got to say about this. You've been dating a man for over a year. You've met his family several times. Everything feels normal. One day you're scrolling social media and stumble across an old post, then another, then court records. You realise your partner's father, the charming, respected man who hugged you at Christmas, was convicted years ago for abuse of a minor. Your partner knew, his family knew, no one told you. Do you, A, leave immediately even though your partner did nothing wrong? B, is silence protection or complicity? C, can you ever feel safe having children in that family? What do you guys think?
I'm not in it. I'm just not in it.
I'm going to mute my mic, obviously, so you guys have the conversation, yeah?
Yeah.
But you're not in it. Why?
First of all, I understand that it might be something embarrassing and that you don't want to disclose, but you need to tell me something like that, especially if we're in a relationship. And I've got kids. And I know it was a long time ago, but I'm just something like that. I'm not feeling your dad. I don't care. It's 40 years ago.
Nah, question. Sorry.
That's the time you got to
Hold on. Question. Sorry. So they tell you what happens.
No, is it that they told you, or you find out?
No. Me and you're dating. I tell you what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Still, I can't lie to you. I've got
Like, you mean it's like it don't make no difference. Then, does it really?
If you want me to be around your dad, because I'm going to be.
What if you don't have to be around a dad
all the time? Yeah, but I'm around the dad. That's what I mean.
Right, but what if he says you find out, yeah, and what if he come back and says to you, the reason why I didn't say anything to you is because from when it happened, I cut him off completely. I don't have nothing to say. So there's no reason for you to be worrying. I get what you're saying. If the person is with somebody,
but that's not what the scenario says. She says that she hugged him at Christmas, so they're around him.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be looking at the mum as well. Like,
I know somebody who's on who is on the sex offender register, but the story is not as straightforward as they seem. And I mean, so basically they went to a party, met some girl, chatting to her. Both of them was a bit drunky, and slapped her on her bum or something. She reported him, and he got put on the register. Now, what'd you do?
For a slap on the bum?
Yeah, he slapped her on the bum and stuff. And then, and when the police pulled him in, he didn't think nothing of it. And I said, "Yeah, it's true, I did it." They said, "All right, I'm going to give you a caution." He took the caution. But by taking the caution, you're admitting to the offence.
How old was the girl that he slapped on the bum?
They were similar age. I think he was like 19 and she was maybe 20 or 21. She was slightly older than.
Days, man.
Really? And he got put on the register for that?
So
I
basically,
feel like there's more to it than that.
No.
Yeah.
Don't basically. You got to remember, right? So if you take it's a sexual offence, yeah. So slapping on someone is a sexual offence. So by taking the caution, you're admitting to it. So this is what when I say people take cautions, you got to be careful because caution ain't so it's just done thing. It's cautions more than what they mean they are. So yes, they may not be prosecuting you, take you to court and to whatever, give you a custodial extension. It's still a criminal record. So you got a criminal record for slapping someone on the bum. It's a sex offence, so you get put on the register. Done.
But there was no physical. There was physical contact because she got slapped. But it was just a slap on the bum.
If I slapped you on your chest, would that be the same?
Sexual assault? No.
It's a sexual assault. Basically, you touch someone. It's sexual assault. Yeah, it's a sexual assault.
It's your private parts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, CL Charlton 2291 says that information needs to be shared, especially if the relationship has progressed. If it is kept a secret, then I don't need to be around. I may have children, or we may have children. So it's a catch-22 situation. I do feel that the person should be told, and then it's down to the person to say whether or not they make the decision, whether or not they're going to stay or not make the decision for that person. Because one way or another, it's going to come out. Someone's going to tell them, regardless of whether you want to keep nothing ever is kept a secret. It will come out at some point. Now, would you rather it come from you and let her make that decision, or would you rather somebody else tell them and then you're putting us in a predicament? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same. I think it's the same thing, because if I don't tell you, it does make it. Oh, years ago, did it matter?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. And like I said, it all depends. If I've got information that I feel that I know the whole story, and it's like, well, you know what? If something happened when I was 17 or 16, the man's 72 now. Like, literally, why am I telling you? It's not your business.
It's my business.
It's not your business.
It's my business. And it's not about, well, what would I do if you told me leave? What would I do if you didn't told me leave? It's not about me leaving. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Not either way.
It's about transparency. Like, let me know your dad's a fiddler.
No.
Yeah, I need to know. I don't care whether I leave or I go, because either way, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, it
so
don't make a difference.
I'm not as ride or die as you thought. Let me go. And I think it's not based on, well, I shouldn't tell you because you're going to go either way.
If I don't tell you, at least I get peace.
I need
hold on. If I don't tell you, at least I get a peace for a little while before you find out.
You gotta say. I'll be like father, like Sonny. Go on, Charles. Sorry.
Desmond has put, it cannot work with a dad on that list. Furthermore, as a man, I am not keeping a father in my life who did something like that to another.
Something like what?
My partner would never have met him. This scenario simply couldn't happen involving a partner and me. Yeah. Then he's put touching a female on her chest without consent is sexual assault. A grime rapper did such, and he's been clowned in a clash because of it.
Ambush.
So basically, if somebody's done it, say for example, someone done it accidentally, a man done it accidentally, or a woman slapped a man's ass accidentally, or as a playful, and then they want to turn and say afterward, "Oh, it's sexual assault."
Sexual assault. There was a court case a little while ago. It was at Snaresbrook Crown Court, and a young black boy was coming from one station, and must have brushed against a woman, and her son. She made up such a noise. The boy was arrested, taken to court. He went to court for sexual assault, whatever. They paid back the video. He got thrown out, but he went to court. Like literally,
the video before they took it to court. Shouldn't have
CPS saw it and said there's enough in it. It went to court. The boy was there. The girl I know was on the a jury, and she said, Gary, as a black girl, I've got black boys, I was inside my heart was breaking because clearly he didn't do anything. He clearly kind of like stumbled, but it didn't even look like he touched her properly. And like So this is what I'm saying to you. So when you say it's a fiddler or whatever, there's probably a bit more nuance to it than that.
Yeah, but I feel like you've got to be careful. There's a thin line.
There's a bit. I mean,
there's always going to be occasions where it's not that in it. There's always going to be occasions where it's not that. People make things up. People over exaggerate things up. But then I think there are a lot of people that are going through it or have dealt with it properly, but because there are some people that are just like not serious about it, it makes people question people that are real victims, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what
I have to admit, I think this has put me to think, because I didn't think that you could be put on the register for a slap on the bum. I always thought that it was serious sexual assault, like.
Nope.
Wow. So would that make a difference then, Natalie, to you, if it was something like a slap on the bum that the dad was put on the register for? Because that would explain why the family's not really taking it that serious. But then I suppose, why are you slapping a minor on the bum?
Well, that doesn't have to be a minor. It could be anyone.
No, it said on.
No, it said a minor.
Minor. Just the whole minor and assault is just like, drop me out. I don't want to know the details.
So quick fire round. Charlene, you're leaving.
No,
You wouldn't leave him.
I'm not leaving the guy because it's not. If he's coming, if he hadn't told me, I would have a problem if he hadn't said anything to me and I found out. Once he's explained the situation to me and if he said to me, okay, I don't have nothing to do, okay, fine. If you show me you're protecting your family, then and I see that, then we'll say no problem, but I'll be more at ease. Put it that way.
How would you feel about having your kids around their grandfather?
No.
How do you think that would affect the relationship?
If my partner is fine with that, if between me and my partner, if
When
we're
you
both standing toe to toe on a decision, that's fine. If my partner says to me, "Oh, he's okay with it," no, then that's a whole different. Then that's a whole
How
different.
long-
It changes the whole thing altogether.
how long when you say the kids can't be around him until when?
If
So
my
they're not
partner, if me and my partner have talked about it and we both decided that both do not want him to be around his dad and he's
For how
cut him
long?
off as well, then forever until he becomes an adult. Me and the dad will have to discuss that.
So
If my partner said,
if he's 15, if they're 15, I want to go and see granddad. You're saying no, they can't go.
me and the dad will have to discuss, sit down with the child, sit down first of all and discuss what's happening, and then decide whether or not we discuss that further with the child so they can understand. If my partner's standing toe to toe with me and we're both agreeing on the same thing, then yeah, it's got to be it would be a joint decision. I'm having to protect my child. If it's a serious case of where it's a serious sexual assault, then no, I'm going to protect my child hands down, no matter what. The same way I would do if it was a total stranger. I don't know what they're going to do.
But
See,
my question is, if you're going to be with the person, because this was what I was trying to get out in the group chat yesterday. If you're going to be with the person, but say, I don't want them around the family, I think that's going to cause conflict between you and your partner. No?
And I think that's why I just think it won't work, because I hear what you're saying, and Shah, I heard what you're saying about like you respect him for protecting the family, but that's why I wouldn't respect him, because I would see you as almost condoning that behavior and cover it, and happy to kind of cover it up and protect that. And I think there's certain things you protect, and then there's certain things that you've got to do for the greater good. So I've got kids, we're together, and you're not telling me that your dad did that because you're trying to protect it. No, bro. Like I feel like we've got a problem with that. And if he has a problem, like Trish said, with me not wanting the kids around, it's not a line. Like, it's not going to work, because you haven't got the mindset to understand. Why would you want your kids around your dad when he's been convicted? If someone's convicted, that don't mean that's the only one they've done. That means that's when they got caught.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, like, do you know what I mean? So there's so much layers to it. There's so much, the psychology around it, and how my partner approaches it will be the biggest thing for me, if that makes sense. And the fact that you think it's all right to cover up and you think it's all right, it's just, I would just be like, let me just bow out, because we don't see things the same.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean, it's not aligned. We don't agree on this, and like you're spending a lot of time protecting your dad to the point that you're lying to me and putting my kids in jeopardy for covering up for something that you shouldn't. I'll be like, no.
So do me a favor. Let's rephrase that. Our kids.
My kids. Do you want to put them in jeopardy? They're
Our
mine.
kids.
They're mine.
Go something like this. Mine.
Mine. They're mine. What is you doing?
Desmond has said, men, keep your hands to yourself until invited to do otherwise. Any uninvited touching of a female is sexual assault. I would feel the same if done to my daughter. Bun that. It's not hard to stop your hands from getting witty. LOL.
There was somebody. So Natalie, you should be on the register then.
I was going to say that. I'm a bum sucker. I mean, not lie.
No, Natalie's always touching up my bum.
Mental.
Like literally groping my bum. But it's all right. You can do it.
It's all consensual.
It's consensual. But boy, it's food for thought, because I honestly didn't know you could get put on the register for a slap on the bum. There was somebody.
So when I say, sorry, let me rephrase that, Tisha. If you commit a sexual offence, you can be put on the register.
But
So slapping.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah.
It's the crime, so that's what you get put on for the crime. So that's why if it's deemed to be sexual, then it's the crime. I mean, even a new thing where with that new whole Twitter drop thing where you can turn anyone in naked and put them in a bikini looking all hot.
What, the zombie dust?
No, the thing on Twitter, where Elon Musk has got this. It's all the news every day, near enough. Even on Twitter now, they've got this AI program there that can manipulate pictures.
Yes,
so
I
I
saw
can
it
put a picture of you
yesterday
on
in the
there
news.
and type in and put Trisha in cling film, naked cling film, and it'll put you in cling film. There, sitting there, with the glasses there. So, and they were saying it, and basically it does it with babies and everything, like children, everything. It's a big hoo-ha. So the UK government's trying to ban it. Now they're saying if you use the program and convert any woman into a naked image, whatever, you're gonna be it's a sexual offence.
Good.
Yeah, fair enough, because this AI thing's going too far, boy. All right, let's see what our No Bravado Massive had to say on this topic before we go on to our third and final topic. Hang on.
Nova, shut up. Oh, sorry. That cat. No. Don't. Shh.
Natalie makes me laugh. She's like, shh, but she's making more noise than the picnic.
Annoy me, you know.
Oh god.
I'm gonna read the comments, yeah? Hang on. This has been such a nightmare show, and I was so looking forward to it. Now it's just doing nonsense. Hang on. Oh my god, I can't. It's just, I can't. Carry on talking, because I can't. I don't know what it's doing now. Right,
Yeah.
okay, I think I got it. Can you see my screen?
I can see it, but I can't read anything.
Can't read it. Okay.
I can. Yeah.
All right. Day said, I'm out with 3 kids. See you later. I said, I guess you'd never be able to relax around them. She said, I said, Trisha Blake, Day. Yes, I guess I would never be able to relax around them. A deal breaker, I get it. You said, as Natalie said, as someone with kids and the fact that my partner didn't tell me, I'm out. Junior said, Minette back. I can understand why this has shaken her, as it would most people, especially as a mum. Finding something out like that after the fact would make anyone feel unsettled, weary, and it's unnatural to feel disappointed that it wasn't mentioned. From his side, I could also see that his father's past is very personal family business, and he may feel that it wasn't his place to share. Some may have decided to cut dad off, but not in this case, particularly if it's something he didn't choose or have control over. However, that doesn't make her feelings wrong. It just explains why he may have handled it the way that he did. Now that the cat is out of the bag, you do know how she deal with it is entirely her decision and not something for social media. No one else should get to tell her what's right for her or her daughter. Who said she had a daughter? When it comes to her child, well, and it's not just girls that we have to watch in scenarios, and people need to remember that, boys are just as vulnerable when it comes to sexual assault. So we need to remember that. when it comes to your child, well, I already had this conversation with my daughter, granddaughters, nieces, and young cousins. I personally wouldn't allow an underage minor to be around in that scenario, and she don't owe anyone any explanation for her choice. Just as he's entitled to keep his family matters private, she's entitled to make decisions about her child and her safety in whatever way feels right too. Whatever she decided from she's sensible upstairs, she needs to be based on her instincts and what gives her peace of mind. My mum will probably say simply, I'm not going back around there, my spirit not take something. Yeah. Fidel said, all families have secrets and embarrassing members who we would rather not talk about. I wouldn't be vexed with my partner, but her dad could never embrace me or go near any of my children. So this is what I'm trying to get at, because I think if it's going to be like, well, the kids can't go round the like you can't go around your dad, then I just think that's just going to be a hostile, kind of weird environment. But that would cause issues between you and your partner, and how would the family manage that? He was like, I don't believe it would cause issues because they know that I know, and I'm still willing to be with their daughter, but it will come with conditions. Okay, fair enough, I said. Charlene, you said that was my immediate reaction too, but at some point in time, the family's going to be left divided as to who's invited to what. Personally, I think that the girlfriend should have been told regardless. To find out the way that she did is wrong, and it could also cause reasons to think what else is being hidden. I also think it's hard on both sides. Yeah, Desmond said what he said more or less in the group. Patrice said, I agree. All families have secrets. I think this could be one of those situations where you have to make a decision about what you think your life is going to look like going forward with this person. For example, if it is discussed after the first encounter and there is open and transparent discussions, ground rules about future gatherings and interactions, you might want to move forward with them. At least you both have a bit more understanding about each other's morals and values. However, if they said you have to greet them and talk to them and that's that, we've all moved on, and they shut the conversation down, communication around your values might get overlooked in other instances. I don't think that apples falls far enough from some trees, so perhaps there are other skeletons that you might have to bust open the closet to find. Don't forget your crowbar. You lot still there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about the comments so far?
I'm not passing open no credit to find out nothing else. That should teach you. If I found out that, then that's your cue to divulge anything else. When you're in a relationship, yes, certain things, most people would have to be disclosed. That being one of them. I would rather you tell me than for me to find out. Especially if I can see that you're in that he's still being around it and you guys are still embracing him. That's a whole it's not helping the case.
Yeah.
Desmond says, why are you touching a woman's bum without consent? That's not how a man greets a female. We saying touching a woman's bum like it's normal thing. I even watch how I hug a chesty lady so as not to make her feel uncomfortable. It's having a level of awareness and self-control.
No, I agree.
True.
I'm not saying touching a woman's bum without consent is normal. I nearly knocked out somebody for doing it. I told him more than once to stop doing it, and he kept doing it. And another male friend at the time stood in and was like, listen, it's going to go pear-shaped. Stop doing it. But it took another male to tell this male to stop doing it, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying that touching a woman's bum is normal. It's very irritating and disrespectful and rude. But I just didn't think that you could be put on the register for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was for more serious cases of SA. That's what I thought. But I've learnt today, boy. And everybody out there that's out there slapping people's bum, on better realise it's not the one. All right, let me find our last topic. It was here, but like I said, I'm having a time on it today, boy.
Sorry, a girl once said to me that every single girl that she knows has had non-consensual sex. And I was like, what do you mean by it? She goes, at the end of the day, as a woman, she goes, enough times I don't want to do something, or I'm in a situation I end up sleeping with somebody I just don't want to. And I'm thinking, child, just to get it over and done with, just do it. And I was like, wow, really? And she said, yeah, she goes, like, every girl, all her friends have been in situations where maybe not full-blown sex, but they've ended up kissing somebody they didn't really want to do it, but child, just to make him go away. Just
yeah, and that's quite worrying, you know.
It's right. And because mostly when you're younger, like when you're like 17, 18, 19, them ages there, it happens, and you just think to yourself, oh, child, let me just do it for the sake of doing it.
But is that that's not non-consensual though? You've kind of consented.
There's a law about coercion,
Such a
in
thin
it.
line, isn't there?
No, but there's a law about coercion in it. So if you coerce someone into doing something, it's sexual offence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then better figure it out. All right. Let me expand this.
If you've ever wondered why people say Miami tests friendships and Vegas tests relationships.
Oh.
Bear with me. This little dirty, raggedy. I wasn't impressed with this at all. But share screen. See my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've ever wondered why people say Miami tests friendships and Vegas tests relationships, let me tell you about my New Year's Eve last night. 4 of us get ready to go out. I already DM'd the promoter for Vendom, so that way he said we can get in, there'll be alcohol, no, wait at the door, everything's all good. We pull up, one of my friends is plus size, and they tell her that she has to pay $300 at the door. We all thought we were gonna have an expense-free night, so no one wanted to pay for the $300 entry fee. We spent over 2 hours trying to figure out if we're gonna split it, can she put on her credit card, whether we're just gonna leave, go to another club, like literally just doing everything. And we spent over 2 hours plotting and planning and strategizing. Finally, we're 10 minutes before New Year's Eve, and I personally did not want to spend my New Year's Eve sitting on the curb. So I asked my friend, would you be willing for us to pay for your Uber to go back home so you can watch the ball drop, watch fireworks, and be safe, so that way we can at least go into the club before midnight? She turned to me and says, I'll get in that Uber, but once I do, we are not friends anymore. If you've ever wondered why people...
All right. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Sorry, why didn't they let her in again?
Sorry?
Why didn't they let the friend in again?
Because she was plus size.
Right.
Well, no, they did let her in. They said to her she had got to pay $300. They never said she couldn't go in. They said you got to pay $300.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. And the rest of the girls were like, because we were getting a free night and now we've got to pay $300. I'm not about that life.
They're disgusting. You're not a friend, and you come on here with your phone like you're
Right.
like you've got story time. When you're the villain. You're a dirty disgrace. That's not your friend. They did her a favor. They showed her who they are, and she needs to, like she said, I'll get in that cab and we'll never be friends again. That's shallow. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You better mind I don't run her down with the Uber. It's bang out of order.
But can a club club outrightly discriminate against plus size people like that?
Hold on.
Because you're
Hold on.
plus size, you have to pay $300. Like, is that even real?
No, yeah, hold on. We don't remember that distinction place. That place wouldn't let the black girls in. Down in all them lot down in the West End.
To be honest, it sounds so bad, but I'm more expect them to not let dark skin or black skin girls in than plus size. I was just like, you're really discriminating against somebody because they're plus size.
Well,
And
no,
they have to pay $300 to go in the club. That's mad.
It's weird.
Crazy.
They're not friends. They're awful. They're awful. And the fact that he came on here bold, thinking that she was in the right, just kind of shows what kind of bubble they're in.
Yeah.
You live in a world and your whole surroundings, your whole energy, everyone around you, your whole circle and village is based on this type of behavior. So to the point you thought you could come to the whole of, what does that girl say, Beyonce's internet, and tell the world that you're a shit friend and thought everyone was going to be like, oh, girl.
Yeah.
of a bubble that you live in, that you think you can come and tell people that and that they're going to be rooting for you. Like, awful people. For
me personally, if none of us, if one can't get in, none of us are gaining. It's as simple as that. So the girl said, if I get in a cab, I wouldn't even say to her, if I'm getting a cab, we're not going to be friends no more. I'm going. And by the time I get in a cab, blocked, deleted everything. Don't try contact. That's no friend at all. Selfish individual. Absolutely selfish. Desmond said they spent 2 hours plotting is wild. No nuts, they're the victims. How dare you laugh out loud? He said in Miami, these things do happen. They're based on aesthetic males and females too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so based on your aesthetic, to decide on whether or not you come in or not. Or they'll say that it's just full in your face. I suppose some clubs can say that if they have a particular type of people that go in there, and they can afford to do that, yeah.
It's just wow.
It was wrong on so many levels, and it was the reason I chose this is because someone put something in the comments that it put me to really think. I don't know if it put you lot to think, if it will put you lot to think in the same way, but let me share. I said, this is terrible. The lady telling the story is an effed up person and her friend is better off without them, to be honest. Find another club. Or split it between you lot. Just split it if you want to go in there that bad. But, yeah.
I just don't understand. We're the type of people that just for that, I will never step foot in that club. You do that to my friend, I'm never going in there. You can never chat to me. So I don't understand this mentality.
There seems to be so much more of it as well. Just like throw your people to the wolves, boy, for very fickle
club night.
Shit. It's crazy. Charlene said they're not her friends, so she'd rather see in her new year without her blatant disrespect. I will get myself home, keep your money. Desmond said, thank you. Action was simple. Go elsewhere. The club is wrong too, but that's how Miami stays. She was never really their friend. She was simply convenient to be around, or she was more financially stable. And they used her until she had no use. Sigh. They could, what happened?
Oh, God, excuse me.
I don't know what they're saying there. What happened to, we came together, so we leave together. But it was this comment, when you hear of stories of women being killed at sleepovers, these are the culprits.
Yeah.
And it really put me to think, because do you not remember that girl, what was her name?
Yeah.
In Mexico. With, what was her name?
Yeah.
I've promised to never forget her name, and here I am with foggy brain forgetting it. But when you've got bad friends that will just leave you on the road and like do these kind of things, you can come back unalive. I've cut
really
off and
can.
stopped hanging around
It was
with
Shanquella Robinson from
Shanquella
North
Robinson.
Carolina.
Thank you so much. It's the menopause brain. I couldn't, but I vowed to never, because that Shanquella Robinson, it really, and they got off with that scot free, you know.
Oh, what? No one got convicted ever.
Did
No
they?
one got convicted ever because it was in Mexico, and what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico.
No.
They posted the video of them battering her to death, and they all got off with that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, she saw her in her 2026. It would have been hurtful. She probably would have cried and been really upset, but she got off lightly, because them kind of friends can make you lose your life. But it was that comment that really put me to think, and then Shanquella Robinson came into mind, and I was like, right, they would, you know what I mean? You really got to know who you're rolling with. I've cut off and stopped hanging around with people for far less. When I was a football hooligan, says Kwame, we had a saying, and I live by it to this day: we don't leave our mates behind if we came together. It's that you know, it's that simple. Daniel Maidan Shaw said she's talking like she did nothing wrong.
Oh,
Right.
it's just wild.
I was
to
like, you just abandoned your friend because she's plus size. What kind of discrimination is this club keeping up with? And could they even do this? I was mind blown that you would charge someone $300 because they're plus size.
It's New Year's Eve, man. New Year's Eve.
Not because they're plus size, like blood. Michelle Alexandra said, we ride together, we die together, best friends for life, we don't leave friends hanging, you got to have your friends back. Colin said, she's pretty sad, sounds like a selfish individual. Even when I was a soldier, only recently medically retired in 2019 with 21 years, my philosophy was that nobody gets left behind, and believe you me, I still have that mentality. She has a side mindset. I don't know what this says. It's not in English. While they're not friends, she didn't want her to spend it on the curb with her friends, Desmond says. So jog on and spend it on your own in your flat so we could go party laughing out loud. Wow. They had nil intention of going anywhere. They simply waited until it was too late and then went in. They're cold. They're not her friends. So, yeah. If Layla came in and told you something like this, what would you say to her?
Listen, I'll be like, I said, don't you remember the time when I spoke to you? I played it to you when the girl was threatening to break her legs and all them things there.
Yeah, I remember.
I've had all like
the thing, Gary's busting up at the girl. I was more annoyed than Gary was.
Some girl threatened to send voice messages to my child talking about how she's gonna break her legs if she don't give her £5 and all this type of madness.
£5, you know.
Yeah, man, it's got money. Best to use your bank card. But all respect to Linda. Linda handled it wickedly. She handled it wickedly. Her mum handled it wickedly. Done what she needed to do. Sent a text message to the mum, and the mum came back all positive thing. But as I said, like I keep telling, and both my daughters, I had conversations with about friends and what their friends are meant to be and what they're not meant to be. And at the end of the day, both of them are only children. Their mothers. So I said, no disrespect. You got to have. I'm an only child. You need to have an only child mentality. Like, listen, get on with yourself. Make sure you get on with yourself, because if you don't have no friends, whatever, you could do things by yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. You know what I mean? Don't worry about anyone else.
Now, how do you prepare your children for this type of scenario, or to look out for skullduggery friends?
I used to have a very bad thing I think my protective mode would go into overdrive. So if I'd be like, I don't like that one, and I was always right. They always did something. I think be careful. And I always used to say, just don't pay people no mind. Like, don't give more energy than you're getting. Like, just read people and kind of move off how they move, not what they say. But Shine went through a phase where people would do things and then she'd really want to be friends with them back and stuff like that. So sometimes then she'd be coming back telling me they did this and they did that, and they would be doing it because they know Shine would be like, are you my friend? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Mason, I don't have that problem. Nobody. Carter is very headstrong like that as well. He's just like, okay. Do you know what I mean? But so Shine used to go through that, and I used to find myself getting mad. Stop talking to them! Stop! Are you dumb? Do you know, like that? Because it's so frustrating that you just think, no, don't let them. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because you can see it. And you're like, oh, just ask them. Don't ask her nothing. When you see her, she's dead to you. I used to just be like, no, because you just want to protect them so bad. I would get mad.
It's difficult. But it's difficult. You got to remember, and not talking. I don't know your daughter that way well, but for a good part of her time, she was the only child, so her friends were her brothers and sisters type thing. Do you know what I mean? It's that relationship.
We was around too many family. Yeah, like so it's like she had siblings. People, you know what I mean? But it was that I had to realize she weren't me. Shine always used to say, yeah, but you're cold. You're hard. You don't care about nothing. And it's like, it's not that I don't care about nothing. I just still manage things different to you. And what I had to realize, especially in her teenage years, as she got an older teenager, she ain't me. So she's more sensitive, and I can't be frustrated with the fact that she's more sensitive. And I was frustrated, not because I think you're an idiot, but because I didn't want her to feel that hurt. That betrayal and that thingy. I didn't want her, because I'd see her be sad and not want to eat. And do you know what I mean? Just different things. And I just didn't want her to feel like that. But you got to let them navigate to a certain extent. You can warn them and you can navigate. So if a friend did that to her, I'd be like, I don't ever want to hear you speaking to them again. I don't want to hear you speaking to them again. They're not allowed in my house. It's that. I'm not going to lie.
Was you always like this, like from young? Was you always quite
I think
staunch from young?
I think I had to be tough when I was in primary school because they were bastards. They were all right. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear. In general, I'm trying to be good. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, but it's falling flat.
Good luck.
They weren't nice always, especially the boys. They were shitters, and there was not a lot of black people in my school for the first. It was only like year 5 and 6. There was more like black kids, and I felt like I was the only child in a sense, and everyone else had a sibling. So in my school, like that had siblings in their school or that had whatever. And a lot of them were very English and weren't very nice at the time. And I felt like I had to fight for myself. And I felt like some of the girls that I made friends with, they would switch up. That was my first thingy of watching people just switch up. And without getting my mum in trouble, my mum used to say, like, there's certain people, don't watch that. We said this since I was young, and my nan used to tell her that will change like the weather. So don't put no eggs in no basket over there. Don't worry, don't watch that. And just seeing it for myself, I just became like, all right. And at first I would give people an argument for a long time. And then I became a little bruiser. I stopped because people would sometimes test you because they knew you would argue back. This is why I got this with Cheyenne. They're just doing it because they know they're going to get that argument out of you. And you would have to say something back to them. I stopped talking. That's all I'm gonna say. I just started licking them down. I used to get take it. So then that kind of stopped, and then I just got really quiet. I went through a phase where I was really quiet. I had a group of girls in school, in secondary school, and we were all cool. But even that group, sometimes I found it a bit like it could be a bit hit and miss. You just never knew who was on the chopping board or who was thinking next. I never quite made it there because I kind of was in it but out of it. And that's how that's how I navigated school, and I feel like I navigated a lot of my life like that, in but out, if that makes sense. There's like a few select like people that I have in my heart, if that makes sense. So I've got a lot of people. You have a lot of people that you know, and a lot of people that you're cool with, but people that you say that you love and that you thingy. It's not, and I think it's protection, because I saw from primary school, because I never understood it. I didn't get it. I used to think, she's not my friend now. She's being horrible to me now. No one's talking to me. I'm telling you, it did not take me long to learn that lesson. I literally learned it in I was in year 4 or 5 in primary school, and I was like, all right. And I kind of navigated one way from that time. And it's always kind of, but then I think by default, different things happen in your life as you grow up, and it numbs you more. Does that make sense? Some would say toughen you up, some would say numb. So you just become more and more like, you can't shock me, you can't thingy, I don't care. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely become more like, okay, people just be people in.
Yeah.
But then I still found myself clutching my pearls, like, oh my God. So like this scenario, I was like, so they just left her, like,
yeah,
just,
that.
What? But yeah, people be peopling out here in these streets.
But they did. Hold on, they did give her an option. She could have paid the $300.
No,
you can always see the facetiousness on Gary's face. Right in this region here.
We go out together. We've all gone out together. Yeah, this is what we've all gone out together as friends, as women.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
They'll be like, I've been in that situation where they've been like, when we did my modelling thing ages ago, I think even Roger was talking about it, and they were like, we'll keep you, but we're not keeping them. We'll keep you because you've got European features. Me and another girl called Portia. But all my girls that I brought, and they weren't even my friends like that. They were models that we had. They have to go. I was like, later, bruv.
But isn't that casting though?
No, you asked. It wasn't a casting. We was booked. And it told me to bring the 10. I brought the 10. The other girl brought some people. There were loads of other people there. The men, they didn't care what the men looked like. Yeah.
But when
the girls got there, all the way to Oxford Street, it was behind shops in Oxford Street, number 5 Cavendish. I'm putting you out there. I don't business. The management now. He told me that it's Italian type of man with his own. He told me that. He told me and the girl that in front of everybody, and said it's so thingy, like we're so desperate to be picked. So you think, and I could have got paid. I could have got paid that day, not just attended there. I could have got paid. All sorts of things could have happened for me that day, and I still said no. Them girls weren't getting paid to go in that club. You were, and that's your friend. These girls weren't my friend. You don't do that. Because and they won't let her in because of a feature, which is the feature is she's overweight. They wouldn't let them in because they look like black females, which we are. But I didn't look as, I had a small nose, and fuck off. Sorry, I'll swear for that.
There goes the New Year's resolution.
Like, Get out of here. I am not going in. But remember, I think Roger told the story as well once.
Yeah, he did. I remember.
I always forgot where I met him, and then he just reminded me that day, and I was just like, nope, see you later. And I could have got peas for that day. I could have got money that day. And that's what I mean. Like, there's certain things I just think, there's one thing if you're stuck in a rock and a hard place with certain things. That's not a rock and a hard place. Like, you want to go...
New Year's Eve.
No,
you want a party.
A club for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave your big friend, yeah, out.
Wait, listen. The funny thing about it, right? She paid the Uber. Uber's probably going to be about $250 because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but I'm not paying no club that told me I have to get in because I'm 15 stone. Fuck off. I'm not paying them. Just for that, I'll pay $500 to the Uber to go home. I'm not paying you. You're rude. And why would you want to be in a place that's
right?
That's disrespected you like that? It's a disrespect to yourself.
No, not to her. But no, hold on. But that's to the other girl. But she was in there. The club look alright though, isn't it?
It can look alright, but you're disrespectful. I'm sorry. If I'm gonna go into a place that said it don't like people like me, so I have to pay extra to get in for the privilege, I'm disrespecting myself. I'm letting people openly disrespect me, and I'm paying them for the privilege. You're going.
Yeah.
The funny thing about it, right? If you go to Miami or Vegas and them places, most of the clubs are like that. Like you've got to look a certain way, or see if you get held outside for how many hours, and then they want to let you in like 15 minutes before the end.
No, I'll wait in my hotel room every night.
And the thing about it, right, you'll be in them queues, and then you'll see people just walking past you, just going into the club, and you're like, there. Yeah, they're on the list. Yeah,
this can't happen.
I remember went with my auntie to one club in New York, and said, I said before, my aunt works for used to work for Sony BMG. So we went to this club, and so the queue was, when I mean long, it was long. And then people was getting turned away at the front door. No, don't like what you got on, not nice. What you at? We walked, literally had like a jean shirt on and a pair of jeans and one pair of trainers. People was getting turned away. People look wicked, getting turned away. And my auntie walked in, my nephew, I walked in, and people was like, what about him? Yo, he looks all right. You know, the person looked wicked in the queue. Like, yeah, so that's how them American clubs are, though, innit? You got, and they kind of make it look like you got to be in crowd, you got to be the in crowd, you got to know the people.
Yeah, it's facetious.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to share one more thing, and then we'll hop off. Yeah, one more thing. I just want to get your opinion on this. One sec. This was posted by Davina Corban, and I have to come out of it to read it. But she said, "Sheen strikes again. All of these ladies wore this dress to the same event. They all look nice, but let's leave it in 2025, please." So
let's leave what?
Everybody wearing the same thing from TikTok or
no,
because. Has this ever happened to any of you? I guess it doesn't happen to men as much.
We wear the same trainers.
Trainers is fine. Footwear's fine. Davina said, "Sheen strikes again. I've seen it all there. Ladies, what would you do if you arrived at an event and saw 5 other women in the same outfit as you? What would you do?"
I don't know. There's nothing I can do at that point.
How would it make you feel?
It depends. Just if you look the best in it, would you care? If you look better than everyone else in it, you'd be like, they look rubbish in it.
Not even that. No, but no. I'm not fussed about that. You know, things like that. I'd be like, oh, I'd even make a joke about it, like good taste or something like that, and just keep it moving, and then think I'm not buying from that shop again.
What about you, Shah? Has this ever happened to you?
Nope. Thank God for that.
Okay.
Nope. Actually,
It
no.
happened to me
Remember,
before.
remember Jamaica,
Yeah.
the yellow dress, but they wore
Yeah.
it. But they didn't wear how I wore it. Yeah.
And it
They
wasn't on
didn't.
the
No.
same day.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, no, you didn't smash it like I did. But I've actually gone into a club, left it for a little while, then walked around just to make sure I'm like, yeah, I can take my coat off now.
Right.
But hold on, but the thing about it is, I wish I'd done that. That outfit didn't look like I don't know what Sheen outfit looks like, but it didn't look cheap. Well, it looked cheap on one of the girls, so it may be a copy, but the other ones didn't look cheap.
Thing is, Sheen do some really nice. I'm a Sheenaholic. Yeah, Sheen do some very nice outfits, and then you can make them look like it's from Zara or something like that. But that just to me, that there's nothing. Yeah, it's not something that I
No,
would buy.
it looks really nice on two of the girls.
Which two?
I can't even see properly. I remember looking at it thinking two of them looks really. So one of them looks really cheap, like it doesn't fit properly.
The middle one, isn't it?
I
The
think
red
so.
hair.
Yeah, it looks like it's. I don't know. It looks like there's too much. Yeah, there's one.
That's the one that they would charge £300 to come in the club.
Actually, I don't like the dress at all. So I would never have that.
The bottom girl, that one, it looks nice on her.
This one?
The right. Okay.
Or this one?
No, that one on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, yeah, looks decent on
Okay.
her.
All
Well,
right.
maybe it's just the way she's standing.
I didn't have someone do that by accident, but what I did do, I don't care. I had a cousin, and you know when you have someone around you that's always just a bit, just do sly things, like they can never just compliment you, but then they'll get it in silence. But I'm with you. I'm gonna get you. Go into the shop. Oh yeah, as soon as I get paid, I'm gonna get them. But a day later, I got them. I always said I was gonna get when. It's one of them. Anyway, we were going to Wales, yeah. So yeah, it is specific, so they're gonna know. I don't care. We were going to Wales, right? We had a party, a big party. I had a party. A big party to go to, some So Solid thing. And I said, look, do you want to go? And I invited her and two other girls. We said, yeah, it's a long drive. So we went to Walthamstow somewhere first, and we was in River Island looking for stuff and whatever. So she got the stuff that she usually wears because she has a very different style to me. She got her thing. I couldn't find anything. I finally found something. Very me. Not your style at all. We're very different shapes as well. She's very and just short. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I picked it up and I said, look, and she's like, it's all right, but it's a bit plain.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, she got what she was ages ago already. I got to the till, I'm buying it, I'm faffing around in the shop, getting other things. Who too? I see her, oh, they got it in this size. I think I'm going to get it because she was bigger than me at the time. It was before I was a bit of a 10-ton Tesla. Then she got one in a bigger size, but I thought, okay, do your thing. She's wearing the other thing tonight. Every time we used to go out, we would all speak about what we're wearing, what we're thinking. She's like, yeah, I'm doing my hair like this. I'm wearing this. I'm wearing that. I'm wearing this. I'm wearing that. I'd be like, well, obviously, I'm wearing this with my this heels and my that. So she's wearing the little slutty thing that she got. Yeah? Cool. All up until I phoned you. I said, look, I'm leaving now. I'm just getting dressed. Whatever. Cool. Took a picture of your thing, put it on the MSN Messenger. I remember that. Anyway, I get to your house. I get to your motherfucking house. Yeah. You come out the house. I'm with the other girls because she's the last one in my outfit that I've got on. To Wales. To the So Solid event thing that I was invited to, that I invited you to Wales. And she did her hair like mine. And she did I've never, ever in the messenger ever sent them pictures of what I was wearing again. And we went all the way to Wales wearing the same thing, like a bunch of jackass Mojaves, because she wanted to do that.
The twin, man. You want to be twin? You should be a
No.
twin.
No.
She's the one.
And the thing is, every minute she'd be like, "Oh, Thingy says we're like we look the same." Just it was always stupid like that, yeah. And things like that never bother me. Because I will say to you, "I love that. I'm getting that straight." If I see something on your I like, I'd be like, "I'm getting that. I love that. I love never be afraid. Where did you get that? I love that." But it's still not every day I'm going to do that. I don't want you to think, do you know what I mean? But if I see something I like and I really like it, I'm going to compliment you and say, "Where did you get it? I want it." I'm definitely not going to wear it on the day that I know you're wearing it. I'm definitely not going to wear the slutty outfit, the slinky, dirty material that you like to wear. I never liked that. It was very simple. It's not her style. Her style is very extra. Yeah, it's not your style. What are you doing? You can't be me and I can't be you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had something very similar with someone who my mum told me afterwards that when I was taking out the stuff that I was going to wear and piecing them together, you know, when your mum always clocks the bad mind friend before you, always clocks them, right? So she must have been underlooking what I was wearing, or, you know, didn't say much. And then turned up and she was like, "I know you're going to be vexed, but I just had to have them." She went and got the shoes, the same shoes as mine. I just had to have them. And I was like, "I'm not vexed for the reasons that you think I'm vexed. It's the way you went about it. But if you just said you liked the shoes and you wanted the shoes, I would have been fine."
Yeah,
So,
and that's what I mean. I'd never care about that. I'm getting this, or even let's wear it together. Or I'm wearing. I don't care. And so I had to really think about why. And I was like, no. When I broke it down, this is why you did this, that. You even told me it's a bit dead for what we're going to. But that's how I was a heels girl at that time. It was like a plain black, nicely fitted shirt dress, but really nice, not at the back.
Still got it?
No, I'm pinky in it, even if I did. And
oh god,
I had nice gold heels, like some nice gold strappy heels, whatever. And you really paired it, even gold strappy heels. Like, and so it's just the way you went about it that turned me off. I couldn't even speak on the way there. You know, when I was driving, I just want to kick her off during the motorway. I was so angry.
I wouldn't have let her in the car. Stay home.
So cross. I was so cross and I couldn't even hide it. To the point I was like, why are you wearing that? And it sounds so, and usually I don't care about things like that. And I think she tried to piggyback off that fact. But yeah, that's the only time that I've given a shit about things like that.
Yeah. It's funny what fake friends, and you have a lifetime going through friends and sifting through them, and you know what I mean, just trying to pick ones that are not like that. You know, because even that happened in your younger days, but they're still in your older days. They're still, you know what I mean, crosses that, crosses just disguised as friends, but they're crosses. Anyway, Charlene the Remix Queen said, "Tragic case of being influenced by influencers. Seen this cheap tacky dress on TikTok. I personally think it's distasteful." Davina said that doesn't answer the question though.
It's true.
They kill me in this group. Chances of me going out and seeing 5 individuals in the dress I chose to wear on a night are pretty slim. I personally go for classic items more than trends. But if on the rare occasion someone else was wearing the same outfit as me, I'll let them know that they've got good taste.
Same.
Charlene said, "I'm a Sheenaholic. I'm very particular about what I buy. For me, this looks like an everyday dress, nothing special about it. I saw 2 people in a dress that I had on in Jamaica. Luckily, we didn't have it on at the same time. I have also purposely walked around a dance and waited a while before I took my jacket off just in case." Davina said, "To be honest, it's bespoke, one of a kind, and whether it's online or high street, cheap or expensive, there's always a possibility of bumping into someone with the same garments. Manufacturers don't make just one. There will be always others with the same taste." You said, "Absolutely, I agree." Sandy Bill Fleur said it wouldn't bother me. I'd probably take a pic with them all. Davina said, I think it shows a level of insecurity, to be honest, to be worried about what the next person is wearing. If I've got myself all dolled up and paid my money for an event, best believe I'm going to enjoy myself, and that would include me not watching what the next person is wearing. Besides, after I get a little too rubbing on me, I wouldn't care anyway. Lisa Brown said, people need to grow up. If you buy from Shein, Primark, etc., you will see others in your outfit. If you buy from somewhere random or exclusive, it's still probably, as long as you look good, that's the main thing. It's like buying an outfit once and never wearing it again. Again, as long as you paid for it, do as you pleased. Mm-hmm. So Davina said, are you referring to me? Did Lisa reply? Everyone is coming in an opinion. I'm doing the same. I never tagged anybody. Lord.
But it's true though.
I'm rolling on. Sheen is for Steph Davis said, Sheen is for overseas holiday wear, out of sight, out of mind, and certainly not to be worn for the main event. If you can't afford proper garbs and you have to wear Sheen, stay at home.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't think it's about affording. If I like something and it's in Primark, I'm going to buy it. If I like something in All Saints, I'm going to buy it. If I like something in Shein, I'm going to buy it. If I like something from Westwood,
hold on. You know that dress? I don't know nothing about Shein, and I don't get it. But is one of the dresses an original, and the rest are copies? Because I don't think they're all going to be for Shein, are they? If it's a red carpet event.
Yeah, but it looks like a red carpet event at a not a celebrity red carpet event.
Okay.
Just a dance.
But because usually like one person, like obviously those companies, you send them a picture or something, then people will copy it for you quick, and then put 20,000 out there. You know what I mean? So dresses like that probably get copied.
As the girl said, like there's people that are real influencers on TikTok, and they will come on and they'll be like, "Look at this dress, you just need to have one," and people buy them. But and I think the girl said she saw it on TikTok, so I think that's what's happened. People just saw it on TikTok and bought it. Shein do copy main fashion and make it cheap. They do. So you are right, Gary. Anyway, so Steph was saying Shein is for overseas holiday wear, outside, out of mind, and certainly not to be worn to the main event. If you can't afford proper garments, you have to wear Shein, stay at home. Davina said, don't you think that's a bit of an ignorant mindset? Who are we to be telling people what they should and shouldn't wear, or how or what to spend their money on, or stay at home? Not really, says Steph. This was a little bit. It seems like everybody was just on one. A little bit of a touchy, like conversation. You know what I mean? Steph said, "Not really. It's an opinion." 3 exclamation points. Julia, Lady Ranks John Baptiste said, Davina, I totally agree with you. Some people don't know people's circumstances, so if they can't afford designer wear, basically stay at home. So I said, this happened to me a while back now. It was a good 20 years because I love my fashion and I'm quite particular with my fashion. And I like unusual stuff. But I also buy a lot of ASOS, which is one of the biggest shopping sites that there is in the UK. So I've just been lucky, I think, because my taste is different and out there. I've been lucky to not see people in the same things where I go. But it doesn't mean that it's not. Me love an ASOS boy. Anyway, I said this happened to me a while back. No, but it felt like the whole dance had on my dress. I was mortified at first, but then the tune started licking and I soon forgot about it. Then I went outside for air, and whilst outside, about 3 people passed in the dress, and my boyfriend at the time was bossing up. He was an idiot, though. He was funny. And the way he laughed made me laugh. He then said, "You look the best in it, though, babes," and we were both crying. Needless to say, I burned the freaking dress, and it's not really happened to me again. But
Do you know what I would have done?
What's that?
Just to annoy you. Went up to, oh, babes, I thought that was you.
It's exciting, though.
Asked her for a dance. And babe, oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Gary's sense of humour. Juliet said, "I've been out once and saw someone in the same dress, same colour too. Didn't bother me. I was up front raving, same way with my hands in the air. One of my friends was busting up. When I step out, I make sure I look good." Nick says, "I've been in a rave and one person had the same outfit as me, and I was actually fine. If there was 5 people in this pic, I wouldn't be impressed." No, but when it happened to me, it was more than 5. It seemed like the whole of the dance had on the dress. I swear to God, and I think it traumatized me. Hence the reason I really go for out there fashion. Danica. To be fair, if you're getting something from there for a red carpet event, I would assume that you'll customize it to make it original. A rave, yes, expect about another 100 people in the same outfit, and you shouldn't be bothered. But a red carpet with all those photos, nope. Jan Pick said, "Just coming out of COVID, and I couldn't believe that swine online shopping took over. I went to a dance sitting down, and my partner said that there's a lady behind you with the same dress on. I turned around and got up and stood next to her and said, 'You got good taste, honey. Let's take a pic.' She laughed and agreed to take the pic. We laughed about it and enjoyed the night. We're still good friends since 2020.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Sell a shop for everybody. It's not that deep. If you want exclusivity, don't buy from High Street. Can't Bex buying mass-produced stuff." There's Deborah Aura. Karina McLean said, "I wouldn't care if I purchased a cheap dress and I took a pic with the girl in the same dress once." Chantel Young said, "I've experienced that before. It's not that deep. We all have different body shapes, so the dress can look quite different on different body shaped, or different shaped body. I like to make joke or acknowledge them and continue having a good time. I certainly wouldn't define my evening. Life's too short for that."
But, but them days when girls were, I mean, before the internet, this was a frontal road thing, innit? You lot just go frontal road and come buy the same dresses.
Never.
You're just outer ardour and rude, you know. Outer ardour and rude. I remember once someone gifted me a dress for my birthday, and then we fell out, and I wore the dress, and then the person came to the dance. You know, I went home. I didn't take off my coat. I went home.
Oh my God.
My mum was like, "But they gave you the dress. You never steal it from." I should have never worn it. I should have never worn it. But yeah. With that said, guys, we are at 10:30 now. We've been doing 2 hours. But does anyone want to say something quickly? Did you want to say something, Shah?
I organised my sister's 30th for her, and nice restaurant, got her train numbers and all that, did a limousine. She was running late as per usual. Her mum was like, "Oh, your sister's arrived, the limousine's outside." Well, when she stepped out the limousine, what was she wearing?
Same
The
dress
same
as
dress
you.
in the same frigging colour. My mum could not stop laughing because I don't freaking believe this. I'm going home. I was like, "You can't go. You're already late as it is a Mickey." Everyone was just like, "What is the chances of you two looking at the same dress?" I said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah,
yeah.
it happens. I try for it not to happen now, but
Yeah.
if it happens, it happens. It just is what it is. Especially if you buy certain things, you know it's there's a possibility that it's gonna happen. But yes, before we go, Black Excellence have an offer with Wakuda. Wakuda are going weekly at Lewisham Shopping Centre, and for me, for my little business, because we've got Black Excellence, we put on events and we do what we do with Black Excellence. But when we're not doing that, I also have Diva Choice, and I've traded like since March. I think March 1st was the first time I traded with Wakuda in Lewisham, and it's done. I think it's really helped my small business. I like trading at Lewisham. The community are very very supportive. They spend their money, and it's a good look for a small business to be in a shopping centre. So if you are interested, if you have a small business, get in touch. We can send you the application form, and you get you get £10 off your first booking if you mention Black Excellence in your application form. So please do get in touch. This is the year of the horse. It starts February. Year of the horse is for you to step into your purpose and do your thing. So let's do it. Let's get it, people. Let's grow our businesses. Let's not have no bad mind friends that will leave you outside the club. Let's not what the F-U-C-K? Who does that? But yeah, let's just have a good year stepping into our purpose. Like I said, get in touch. Go on. We've got some stuff that we're cooking up. We've got to talk to Judith, Gary.
Yeah,
because she said that.
I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, she also said that when she gets back from Gambia, we can host a Black Excellence event at Lift. So maybe we go and sort that out. So
but when we do the other thing, then you can talk to her then, innit?
Yeah, we'll talk to her then.
Oh, actually, you won't be, because you said you want to do it on the weekend.
Yeah.
She may not be there on the Saturday.
Because I'm flexible in the week. It's you lot that might not be. So if you lot want to do the photo shoot, Natalie, let me know if you could do a Friday or whatever. Just let me know. You lot let me know.
Yeah, I've got invited to my first brand trip today.
Okay. A brand trip. What's that?
Yeah, so it's where a brand offers to take you to the retreat for free.
Nice.
Kind of, you don't even do a review. You just give honest feedback to the audience. So it's not like you've got to film and do a whole video,
right?
But you just do a thingy, and it was like, bring your mum. So
bring your mum.
Yeah, you can bring your mum.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So they messaged me today, but I was so busy when I actually read the brief, and I was like, okay. Okay.
Oh, that should be interesting.
In the Peak District.
This is the year, peeps. I'm telling you. And the more you change your mindset, is the more. It's like the other day I was explaining to my mum, because someone came and just cleaned our windows for free, and she just didn't understand. She's like, "Where'd you know him from?" I said, "I just asked him if he would come and have a look, because I saw that he was a window cleaner." And he was like, "Oh, this one I do for free," and he done such a good job. And when you change your mindset and your energy shifts, you'd be surprised what comes your way. So I'm in the happiest place I've been in a long time, and I'm looking forward to what we can achieve and the things that are going to come our way and what we're going to do for people as well. So tell me more about it offline. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it sounds
Take me in your suitcase. You're welcome.
It's only in the Peak District, but still.
Still nice.
Yeah.
Nice. When we'll talk offline. But yeah. Spotlight listeners, thank you for being here. If you are here still, we were running late. I had a time and a half, but we made it. We've done it. So thank you for being here. This freaking idiot computer. Fuming. We're gonna just stop working the mouse, and then this mouse, when you touch the side, when I kept disappearing, my thumb might touch this side bit, and that was what was kicking me out of the studio. But we made it. We done it. So
Desmond says Wicked show. His tablet died.
Oh, bless. All right then. So tell Desmond he left to come on again.
Yeah,
I've been saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get him on again, man. Shake it up this year. All right, my people.
All right, cool.
All right,
See you later.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.